Channel 7 at 10 with Stephanie Byrne. Weather with meteorologist Emily Kay. And sports with Joel Sebastianelli.
Tonight at 10. And for shopping tonight, I know earlier this weekend it was pretty chilly to be outside, had to wear maybe a layer or two, but what can we expect for tonight?
Well, tonight's going to be nice. Tomorrow, definitely nice to go shopping. You definitely want to go out and get your shopping done.
Last minute shopping.
Tomorrow, yeah, last minute shopping. But if you're going to do it tomorrow because it's going to be nice. Overnight tonight, however, might be a little chilly. In terms of rain, there is no rain across Northwest Florida right now. It's going to be pretty clear all the way up until the end of next week. Taking a look at what we can expect for tomorrow for temperatures, we're starting off cool, warming up very quickly, getting into the 60s by the afternoon. So again, last minute holiday shopping is a good idea tomorrow. For the rest of the week, those temperatures will be sitting in the upper 60s, getting up into the 70s by the end of the week.
Still ahead, some Alabama drivers were faced with some unusual holiday traffic as a plane made an emergency landing on the interstate. We'll have the details up.
Expecting is that cloud cover to continue to thicken up tonight. The rain showers, for the most part, holding off this evening, but we do expect for rain to become likely as we move into the daytime tomorrow. So for the rest of this evening, temperatures will stay right around 58, 59 degrees, and east wind at 10 miles an hour. We'll talk more about that rain for tomorrow. That's in 10 minutes, but the news starts right now.
Newly filed legislation seeks to implement universal background checks for gun purchases in Florida, including private and online sales. At the state capitol, I'm Jake Stofan, and I'll have that story coming up. And if you're hoping to drop off your Christmas tree where you normally do, you may be out of luck.
Plus, shoppers crowded local stores the day before Christmas, and many of them crowded the stores the day after as well. We have the details on what brought people out today, straight ahead.
Live from WJHG, this is News Channel 7 at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ron Morosco. Nisa has
That part of your forecast in 10 minutes, but the news starts right now.
some of those closest to the governor-elect suggest he may drop two of the state's appeals in major medical marijuana cases. At the state capitol, I'm Jake Stofan, and I'll tell you how that could increase patient access and lower costs.
And some locals are pushing for Hurricane Michael to be changed from a Category 4 to a Category 5. We have the details on what weather officials are saying next.
And after 2 years of planning, a new source of power is coming to life in Mariana. We'll tell you how it'll benefit locals coming up.
Live from WJHG, this is News Channel 7 at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ron Morosco. Nisa has the night off. Welcome to News Channel 7 at 5.
You.
Smokers may want to reconsider their beach plans if a new bill becomes law. At the state capitol, I'm Jake Stofan, and coming up, I'll tell you about new legislation that would ban smoking on Florida's public beaches.
Cooler today than it was yesterday. It'll be cooler this weekend. I'll tell you more about that coming up in my full forecast. But the news starts right now.
Residents in the Glenwood community say recovery is moving slowly after Hurricane Michael.
Hear what they have to say. 400,000 federal employees are continuing to go to work without pay due to the government shutdown. At the state capitol, I'm Jake Stofan, where union representatives for federal prison workers say here in the Panhandle, the lack of pay is especially hard felt.
Coming up, I'm News Channel 7's Gail Levy, and I'll tell you what's driving tourism numbers up in Dalton County.
Live from WJHG, this is News Channel 7 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nisa Wilkins.
And I'm Ron Morosco. Welcome to News Channel 7 at 6.
And others tonight. And how about one last look outside before we go?
Well, it's going to be nice tonight. It's going to be a little cold. Temperatures getting down into the lower 50s early on, waking up to temperatures tomorrow morning in the mid to upper 40s, warming up quickly throughout the day into the 60s. We'll start to see 70s early on in the week before we drop back down into the 50s.
It's going to be quick to cool, so we'll drop into the 40s very quickly here, but then we'll kind of stay there throughout the overnight hours. We'll talk more about those weekend rain chances. That's in 10 minutes, but the news starts right now.
It's been 3 months since Hurricane Michael, and more deaths are still being reported. I have the latest updates next.
Plus, a county worker was hurt today while clearing hurricane debris. The latest on his condition.
And the flu has made millions of Americans sick this season, and there's still a ways to go.
Live from WJHG, This is News Channel 7 at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ron Morosco.
And I'm Nisa Wilkins. Welcome to News Channel 7 at 5. We now...
Florida has righted a 70-year wrong. I'm Mike Vassalinda in the state capitol with the Groveland 4 for party.
And speaking of the flu, you can see the flu is widespread across the Sunshine State and really much of the United States. Just about everyone up there into the widespread category or the red category, indicating quite a bit of flu activity across the Southeast. A beautiful sunset this evening. We'll talk about that weekend forecast, which does include some rain in just a moment.
Yeah.
What, if any, role does the legislature have to play in rolling out Amendment 4 at the state capitol? I'm Jake Stofan, where lawmakers held a panel discussion on that very issue this morning. I'll have that story coming up.
And meanwhile, a very quiet evening tonight across the Panhandle. No threat of any rainfall across our area as we have mostly cloudy skies overhead. We do have storms moving in tomorrow. You can keep up with the latest on the storms moving into the Panhandle as well as the timing by downloading our free WJHG weather app. It's free at the iTunes App Store as well as the Google Play Store. We'll have the details on how much rain we can expect.
Well, there's my bonus for this year.
I don't know too many people are going to be going to space anytime soon.
No, but hey, I bet you that first trip's packed. I bet it's filled. Don't you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I think so. I thought it was interesting. They're looking at the photo of the guy watching the TV in the space thing. There was no seat. He was just floating there watching the TV screen in a somewhat seated position. Lower 70s outside right now, folks. It's a warm one. It's a breezy. They're happening pretty frequently as well. We're going to watch those winds stay with us as we head throughout the rest of the day. They'll start to back off finally as we head into tonight. That'll be after the cold front passes through. Again, we are at a slight risk for some severe weather this evening where we could have some isolated or scattered severe storms passing through.
Okay, folks, stay tuned to News Channel 7 here and online. These guys will keep you up to date on all that weather. We'll see you here tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Forecast and our rain chances in 10 minutes, but the news starts right now.
One local military base is looking to the future after Hurricane Michael.
And it's looking for help to rebuild. Major criminal justice reforms have the support of top elected officials at the state capitol. I'm Jake Stofan, and I'll tell you what those changes may look like coming up.
Local cemeteries are being cleaned up after Hurricane Michael, but some say it is not an easy process. I'll have more coming up.
Live from WJHG, this is News Channel 7 at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nisa Wilkins.
And I'm Ron Morosco. Welcome to News Channel 7 at 5. Well,
Day forecast, that's in 10 minutes, but the news starts right now.
Florida's new governor has ordered a major change in Florida's education system.
But what do locals think about it?
A local organization is planning to bring 50 FEMA-type trailers to Bay County for victims displaced by Hurricane Michael. We'll have more coming up.
The Panama City Center for the Arts is celebrating the start of Black History Month with a free art exhibit. I'll have more up next.
Live from WJHG, this is News Channel 7 at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nisa Wilkins.
And I'm Ron Morosco. Welcome to News Channel 7 at 5.
Well, up next in sports, Chipola getting something they'll always want to keep around as their alumni weekend continues, but a soggy afternoon put a damper on some of their other plans. And area high school soccer teams are gearing up for a big week ahead of them. We'll have highlights from last night's matchup between Mosley and Arnold. Stick around.